Alright, let's see some details on how we can edit this picture in development in Lightroom. This is just pretty much a shot without any detail. Didn't do much. One of the problems when you have something like all this white from all the snow, it gets all washed out, you don't see much detail. I mean, you can see some difference of on the histogram up here with some of the colors, but really, when you look up close, it's like all shades of gray, white-ish. So, I mean, you can definitely, like, if you want, so it's kind of fun to favor it with the white balance, give it a little bit cooler to get that essence of how cold it is with all that frozen ice. So when you're in the basic mode, you have all this cool settings. And you set the auto setting, sometimes it likes to be a little bit aggressive. So you have to see what it looks like. You can kind of just work with it. And see if you go cooler, you get that cooler colors because of the temperature. The highlights are kind of tricky, especially when you have like just clouds that are just all covered and you don't get much detail. And you just kind of go through the settings. These last two are for like a level. And this kind of tell where you want the highlights, the highest, the brightest points, and the darkest darks. And there you can go. You can kind of compare it with the original, kind of washy gray. And you're able to get some more details coming out of that. And then this preset modes are really common for just like slight, a little bit of details for the clarity. Sometimes a lot of people like to go over, and if you notice over here, if you do it too much, you get grainy noise from it. So you just do a little bit. You never use too much. I like on the new Lightroom, you're able to pull back and actually you can take away some of it. That can go for a nice kind of ethereal look if you just do a little bit. Now the difference between these two guys, the variation and saturation is for all colors, while the vibrance is to take away the warm colors. This is really helpful if you want to favor the cooler colors, or if you have people with skin colors and you don't want to like get them all like that bronze orangey look, and sometimes it's hard to get that saturation without them. This is the dial to use for that. So I hope you find that helpful.